central defence, a system Arsenal adopted for a rare occasion for Arsene Wenger on Monday for their victory at Middlesbrough. They stay with it today, an unchanged lineup.
The backs are prepared to go into the wide areas to defend the space behind Oxlade-Chamberlain, Monreal. If not, Arsenal will end up playing with a back five.
Under Pep Guardiola, which means Vincent Kompany starts back-to-back games for only the second time this season. And Jesus Navas continues with his conversion from winger to right back.
Sergio, when needed, tuck in field to create an overload against Ramsey and Xhaka in Arsenal's midfield, and also give protection to Navas against the very dangerous Sanchez.
In finals, you can never be sure, because it is, as they always say, the worst one to lose. You don't get remembered as a losing semi-finalist. Who's done well. Sane. Here's De Bruyne, getting within range for the shot, but hooking it.
Found himself that little bit of space. That's the position that he wants to take up. He's not going to play really wide. He's
for Arsenal. David Silva. Oh, so close to being perfectly into the stride for Sergio Aguero. Maybe just the lushness of the Wembley turf stopped it being the perfect pass. Forward for City. It's towards Sane. It needed saving, otherwise Sane would have made it 3-3 against Arsenal. Oh, it's David Silva who got in front of him.
Backing in.
Plotting going over the free kick in by De Bruyne. And two Arsenal legs were waved at it. Vincent Kompany deemed to have got the last touch.
Well, the timing was very good. They just stopped the ball. It allows Kompany a chance to get round the back. Not sure how much of a touch he got on it. Terry also getting in there. Was he being held down by Holding? Not enough really to give a penalty. To the right-hand side, you'd imagine.
He's just over Giroud in the first place. He gets his head to it now. Flag is up.
I'd imagine a very tight call. Manchester City were coming out.
A change of pace. Oh, and there's an awkward challenge there, and Manchester City thinking he was knocked to the ground unfairly. Stuart.
Well, I'm not sure Oxlade-Chamberlain actually makes a challenge here. No, I think Aguero catches his own heel. I think the referee cannot be certain there that Aguero was brought down. I think it's the right decision. It's too easy.
Sterling. By Holding. Aguero joining in. Still Aguero, side netting without ever really threatening the target.
But that's what he does so well, without actually beating the player. He gets his shots away.
Into the dangerous De Bruyne. And for the speedy Sane. It's gone out, gone over the line. It's not going to count. Flag was up straight away. Manchester City frustrated again.
Again, this will be a tight call. Sane getting round the back. Does very, very well to get there to start with. The wrong angle, really, to see what that...
Who found David Silva early, which led to the Spaniard having to go off, be replaced by Raheem Sterling. Remember that extra time and indeed penalties are available. And should we go to extra time, be the possibility of a fourth substitute presented Arsenal with the easiest semi-final goal in history. Here's Giroud coming in. Bravo. Still Monreal. Oh, and it's led to a surprise chance. Too much of a surprise for Olivier Giroud. Ball just looped in his direction.
Complacency here.
Ramsey. Might suit City to play on the break, and Aguero's in his own half, so he's onside. Sergio Aguero in at check, pass check. Arsenal's attack leads to capitulation at the back. City sweep upfield. Aguero keeps his wonderful run going, and Pep Guardiola is a step closer to an FA Cup final in his first season in English football.
It's a brilliant finish, but what is Monreal doing? He has to be the other side. He's not concentrating. He's allowed Aguero a free run in. He has to be ready for Arsenal giving the ball away and being in a good defensive position. Just thought he'd overrun it here, Aguero. It actually drags Cech towards him, and cleverly with the outside of his right boot, almost his toe, just lifts it past the goalkeeper. Lovely finish. But Arsenal once again.
Courage to shoot. Ozil does. But puts it wide.
Good response from Arsenal. Controlled and patient. Quite so confident on their weaker foot, are they?
Oxlade-Chamberlain. Ramsey and Giroud in the middle. Aaron Ramsey going for it. And coming round the back in wonderful style was Monreal. What an equaliser for Arsenal. He made the extra man and he met it superbly.
One win back to the other. We've talked about Oxlade-Chamberlain. Down this right-hand side, he thought about it. Nobody closes him down. Great delivery into the box. 2v1 against Navas.
De Bruyne. Toure. Driving on. Sterling. Toure! Hit the post with an extraordinary effort from a player who can pluck a lot out of very little.
Well, he started the move and almost finished it. At that point, he thinks it's in, and what a save it is from Petr Cech. We couldn't, first of all, see that from the angle we're at, but what a...
City players getting a free run at it, and that's what can happen. And the follow-up is wide, and Fernandinho thinking his eyes must have lit up as he came onto this.
What a header it was. Gets in between a couple of Arsenal defenders. Ramsey, no chance for Petr Cech.
With fresh legs, and he's muddled his way past Otamendi. Oh, trying to fire it. We had a great angle on that, and the bend on the ball took it away from his target. That would have been a headline moment.
Went on a really good couple of runs.
Well, 4 quarter-finals and no extra time. The first semi-final and no extra time, but we have it here today after Aguero given. Arsenal start extra time. The equaliser from Nacho Monreal, who was culpable on the Manchester City. Taken by Ozil. A lot of depth towards. Oh, Sanchez! Arsenal lead, they turned it around at Wembley. Manchester City definitely uncomfortable defending the free kick, and Alexis Sanchez was right on the spot. Arsenal 2, Manchester City 1.
Well, it's the deep set play. Koscielny does well at the far post. Welbeck had an even better chance than Sanchez. There's the bigger chance, but he's there before.
De Bruyne and Sterling. Could have been an own goal. Sane was herring in. But, the foot stuck out by Gabriel.
And here's the chance. Sterling just playing it into a danger. It came off 2 players, didn't it, in the end?
Very nearly up here before half-time. Ozil. And Welbeck going in! Well, there have been complaints from Manchester City. De Bruyne has opened Arsenal up. Delph! He thought he was going to stroke it in.
What a challenge, Bellerin. Just gets there in time. I'm not sure it was the right option.
And short at the back as De Bruyne tries to exploit that. Navas and De Bruyne. Cech touch it. Maybe not.
Oh, didn't expect him to shoot from this distance. Maybe he was going for the cross.
Thanks to get
Sane.
Xhaka. Ball for Toure. Got to go forward. Gabriel wins the header. And Arsenal are in the FA Cup final. It could not have meant more to Arsene Wenger.